What's up, YouTube? My name is Tosh Phoenix and I am a new YouTuber. So this is like my first official YouTube video. My sister Kiasta and I are gonna start our own YouTube channel as well. Definitely keep you guys like updated on that. But anyway, I'm saying all this to say that like probably a few months ago during our spring break, which was back in March maybe, we had recorded like a few YouTube videos, but they were like pretend YouTube videos. Like we didn't even post them, but like we did it for fun. Like we recorded everything, had all the props set out, but recorded those videos, but they weren't really posted. So that's why I say I consider this my first YouTube video, because I fully intend on posting this video. So a little bit about me, for like the third time. My name is Tosh Phoenix. Tosh, T-O-S-H-P-H-O-E-N-I-X, Tosh Phoenix, that is me. So I just graduated high school on May 21st. Today's date is June 21st to be exact. So an entire month ago, I graduated from a high school. I graduated from a high school from a suburb of Cleveland. So I currently live in Cleveland, Ohio. I live in a suburb, but yeah. For you guys, just know I live in Cleveland, Ohio. I am an incoming freshman at Oberlin College. Whoop whoop, go Obies! Yeah. Incoming freshman at Oberlin College. I plan to study neuroscience, and I also plan to have a concentration in education studies, as well as I'm highly considering cognitive science, just because like I know like earlier today, it's so fun, like earlier today I was just looking at on Oberlin's website and looking at their majors, minors, and concentrations that the school offers. And when I was looking at the cognitive science concentration, most of the requirements are like super easy to fill because I am a neuroscience major, and like some of the neuroscience classes that I take to fulfill my neuroscience major will also account for the cognitive science concentration. And there's also some really awesome classes I would love to take that will go straight toward that concentration. So that's why I'm highly considering that concentration, because some really cool classes I want to take, and it'll be relatively easy to fulfill those requirements. So why not get another certificate or recognition underneath my belt? You know what I mean? And more experience, and just continue to learn what I really love learning. So what's some more things about me? I don't know, like I'm pretty boring. Like I'm a school head. Like literally all I do is work and go to school. Like I just work my butt off all the time. I'm just like an extremely determined, resilient, and persistent young lady. I have like the stellar work ethic, really humble and things of that nature. And so yeah, I kind of think I'm a boring girl in a way. Like I love listening to music and spending time with like my family and the few people I consider my friends, but like, and like I like hanging out with them and things of that nature. But like other than that, I feel like I'm 17 years old and I haven't done crap with my life. But that's all about the change, okay? So now on to some more exciting things, because I am obviously a pretty boring person, but I'm trying to be less of a boring dude. And I also really like to read, even though like I'm not even gonna lie, I sometimes struggle with like finishing books, simply because I'm always coming across more books to read, and it's just like, wow, this book looks so freaking amazing, I want to read it right now, right here. So yeah, I do kind of struggle with like finishing. And then my thing is too, it's like I'm not reading it just for the fact to like get through a 400-page book. I'm reading the book because there is so much knowledge within that single text that I want to gain. And so it's like it sometimes takes me a minute to sort of register it all. And also like for some reason, this is my second book now that I've chosen with like so many complicated words. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like the book The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, the book was written in like the 1900s, and she uses some very advanced vocabulary, and I'm the type of person where if I'm reading something or doing something, I want to make sure that I'm doing it with a purpose. And so that means if I'm reading something and I don't know what it is, then I need to go to Google that word, put the word in my notes, put the definition in my notes, and so when I come across the word again, I know what it means. I want to be able to continue to gain more knowledge and just random facts as well. This may sound weird, but I like words a lot. So moving on. Type of books I usually like, it honestly varies. When I was younger, like a few years ago, I used to love romance books, and I think I'm about to start like reading romance books now. But for the most part, I'm reading a lot of fiction text. Low-key lie. The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand was definitely nonfiction, but it was regarding her philosophy concerning objectivism. So while it was a fictitious book, it was about her philosophy, which was very much true and something I'm trying to apply to my life today. And I just took in so much from that single text. It was so rich. It took me like 6 months to read. Like I said, I am a person who likes to take her time with everything that she does. The book was like 700 pages long, but it was really, really, really great. I plan on reading it again, but I do want to move on to a different text. So I'm currently reading Medical Apartheid by Harriet Washington, which is basically a text where Harriet Washington basically explores how Black people, my people, potentially your people, if you're Black. Basically, all right, let me be serious. Basically, how Black people have been exploited in the healthcare system for centuries, like from colonial times to present times. And so, I started reading the book back at the end of 2018, but I recently ordered the book off of Amazon, and so I started the book over, and I'm currently reading that. And that text is, once again, very similar to The Fountainhead in a way that it's so in-depth, and it's so rich, and it's just so much to take in. It is extremely devastating, to say the least. Like, say that book is devastating would be an understatement, but I'm gaining so much knowledge from that book alone. And I myself, since I plan to pursue a career in the healthcare field, particularly I plan to become a doctor, considering being a child neurologist, but I'm not sure yet. I just know I want to specialize in something with children. But anyway, I think reading that book sort of gives me, not even sort of, definitely gives me more insight on what I am dealing with. It's also, unfortunately, it's not something that I'm going to learn in school. Maybe something that I learn in college, because Oberlin College has some really, really amazing classes that I can really learn about, like my cultural background and my cultural history, and just about subject matters that you don't learn in white history in public high schools, or at least at my high school. I love listening to Khalid as well as Drake. My favorite genre, think about what would be R&B/soul, and then hip hop and pop. Those are like my second and third favorite genres. It's very difficult for me to sort of rate those two genres, only because they are interchangeable. But R&B/soul is like my number one favorite genre at the moment. And I also like electronic music and dance music as well. So yeah, I keep smacking my teeth. Alrighty, now to the fun stuff, the things that you guys are here for, hopefully anyway. What sort of content do I plan to post on my channel? For the most part, because I am a school head, it only makes sense for me to post content as it relates to school, right? So I'm going to be a college freshman, and I really enjoy watching college vlogs and things of that nature, and just preparing for school, and tips on like how people are getting through college and medical school and just higher education in general. And I think it'll just be very helpful, and I think it'll be a very interesting journey for myself, because the school that I went to, it wasn't a school that was, I would say, rich in like rigor. It wasn't an extremely rigorous school at all. I know some of my peers, especially at Oberlin, they came from schools, whether it's public, private, charter, or boarding school, that offered a number of AP classes and things of that nature. But at my school only has honors classes and CCP courses, and I've only taken about 3 or 4-ish, something around. I started taking CCP courses my junior year. I did 2 semesters my junior year, and then 3 my senior year, and then I also got some college credit from a career tech class I was in. But for the most part, I don't think I was challenged to the point that some of my more privileged counterparts were challenged. So in a way, I know that transitioning from the high school that I come from into an academic setting such as Oberlin is going to be a challenge for me. Transitioning from high school to college, regardless of what high school you came from, regardless of the household that you came from, regardless of how prepared you may have been in comparison to some of your other counterparts, it's going to be a transition. It's not an easy transition for anyone, I don't think, anyway. I'm really excited, but I'm also very, very anxious about it, very, very nervous about it. I just think this is the journey that I want to make sure I'm recording and keeping note of, and so I'm really excited to share and also just bring you all along on my journey through undergraduate. Be like, I'm really about to be a college student. I'm really about to be out here trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Like, do I really want to be an adult? I just feel like this is a setup look. For the most part, it's going to be a bunch of like college vlogs. So like, I know like tomorrow, which is going to be like my first vlog, hopefully. Tomorrow, my mom and my sister are driving me up to Oberlin College, and they're dropping me off for 5 in distance, because I unfortunately was accepted into a 5-week paid research program at Oberlin College known as the Strong Program. So I will be partaking in research within the psychology department, and in short, I will basically be working alongside a professor and 2 other upperclassmen at Oberlin. We're going to be analyzing and doing research on elementary students from low-income backgrounds and seeing how them coming from a low-income background affects their performance in school. I am so freaking excited for this research, to say the very least, because it's so funny. Like a few months ago when I was just writing like different college essays, scholarship essays, like all that good stuff, I was just thinking about the sort of research I was interested in. And around this time, I also started tutoring elementary students at the local library, and these students are all students of color. And I was working with 2 first graders. One first grader who oftentimes misbehaved in class, and then the other first grader, I know like the other tutors would tell me how she oftentimes would not read for them. So, and I had the privilege of tutoring both of them, and they were just amazing students. They really were. I was so surprised when one of the other tutors told me how my tutie wouldn't read for them, because I mean she always loved reading with me. So that experience also just sort of opened my eyes to the fact that I think I really want to work with that population, like children, particularly minority children, children from marginalized backgrounds, underrepresented children, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to characterize it as. I really believe that that is my calling, to work with children. And so that's why when I become a doctor, I want to specialize in pediatrics. So yeah. But anyway, back to the research program that I will be partaking in. That's basically what it's centered around, what it's focused on. So I'm just super excited, and of course anxious and nervous. Fun fact about me while I'm talking about this, I low-key have anxiety. I don't want to diagnose myself, but like I am like a very anxious person. I overthink. Like I'm a huge overthinker, very anxious, very nervous all the time. An overachiever. I set myself up. I have all these like high expectations of myself. I have high expectations of those around me as well. I am definitely working on it, because when you have that type of personality, it can be extremely hard to be happy. It can be extremely hard to be proud of yourself as well. So yeah, I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it. No worries. Going to be it. That's why I said this is going to be like a very interesting journey, because like college is going to challenge me in ways that I've never been challenged before. But it's a challenge that I'm definitely up for, a challenge that I'm happy, more than happy, excited, and grateful that I will be able to face these challenges at Oberlin College. But anyway, yeah, so content, once again, for the most part, it's going to be about college, just my journey throughout college, so like college vlogs, how I'm studying, just updates on my college life, things of that nature. And I'm also probably just going to do just travel vlogs as well. I am definitely going to try to travel more throughout the school year, especially like over winter break, before the summer ends. And so yeah, that's for the most part the type of content that's going to be on my page. I want to get involved with makeup really bad. I don't know if I have the patience for it, but I am going to be watching like a bunch of, like I actually planned on learning how to do my own makeup before I went off to school, but because I got accepted to this amazing research program, I'll be going for an entire 5 weeks. So I'm not sure if that goal is going to be met when I plan for it to be met. So yeah, just stick with me, you guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend, to tell their mom, to their daddy, to tell their friend and uncle and aunties and grandmas and grandpas and cousins to check out my YouTube channel. You know, just check me out. Don't count me out, okay? So yes, just a bunch of college vlogs, travel vlogs, updates on life vlogs, and maybe even a few pranks. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on. Follow me on all my social media. I have a Twitter, TOSHEANIA. Follow me on Snapchat at miss.tosh. Don't make fun of my Snapchat name. I made it when I was like 10 years old. We were all corny and ugly then. I will have all these things in the description box down below. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.